Okay, everyone, I'm going to be very frank with you. This is my third time filming this video, and I'm not happy about it because the first time I filmed it like months ago, back at the end of September, because I thought I would have enough time in my college schedule to whip out like a video, which like I've done before with no issues, but for whatever reason, last semester just got absolutely insane. And so I was like, you know what? It's fine. And then, like a week after that, Rick released new updates for things. And I was like, okay, you know what? This is just going to go in the back burner. It's fine. So you were going to see past me from that filming. Give a quick recap about what has been going on up to this point, and then I will explain the rest. Um, this is not what I was planning on doing with my evening, but we're here. Okay, here we go. We're just gonna give a quick recap about where we are, or where we were last time we left off. So if you're new here and this is your first time watching one of these adaptation thingies, if you didn't know, Percy Jackson the Olympians is currently being put together to be a live-action series on Disney Plus, and the Kane Chronicles is currently being put together to be adapted as movies, live-action movies on Netflix. Rick and Becky Riordan, who are like the mother and father of the series, of course, because Rick is the author of the original source material, are working closely with both teams and are part of both teams on both projects, and have been making sure that everything is going to be done by not only their standards, but by the fandom standards in general. And so we will definitely not have a repeat of what happened with the 20th Century Fox movies. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. But because these two adaptations are being done on different platforms, they created their own production company called Mythomagic, that already has its own logo, and the pen and sword in it is Riptide, and it's really cool. Percy Jackson Olympians does have an animated logo for it right now, which is this, but there is no sound for it or anything, and it might change. This isn't the 100% finalized version of the logo, but that's what we have, so it's still really cool. As far as all the other series in the Riordanverse goes, like the Heroes of Olympus, Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, and the Trials of Apollo, even the crossovers, the Demigods and Magicians, yeah, they're not happening, at least not yet, because nothing's set in stone, right? These adaptations have to be successful first in order for the other books to be adapted. Right now, we're not even really guaranteed a second season of Percy Jackson Olympians because the first season has to go very, very well. So, yeah, no pressure. As you can tell, I filmed that like literally just randomly. I like got in a mood and I was like, okay, you know what? No, I'm going to catch up on all the newest updates and then I'm going to film this. So I was like totally not prepared for anything. So that leads me to the second recording. I filmed about 3 weeks ago and I was like, okay, I'm going to edit this over spring break and then put it out and then it'll be done. So I go on spring break. I go to open the file and it's just not there. Like the whole 30-minute recording that I did, my second recording, was completely gone. So Apple is currently having an issue with videos in photo booth because that's what your girl uses to film because she doesn't have any fancy equipment because like I'm working on a college budget and also I'm just doing this for fun. Like I'm not going to invest hundreds of dollars in this because that's just like this is just a side thing that I do for my friends. So Apple don't appreciate that you can't even have your own apps properly functioning and working. So that's fun. So it's okay though, because I have a backup system, but I am so determined to put this out because we have a green light now. And the second that we got a green light, I was like, okay, I know I really have to redo this updates video. And then he was talking about casting and doing like group readings for chemistry for the main trio, and that is so exciting. But that was like 2 weeks ago, so three now, three. It was literally announced the day before the Ukraine war started, so that's very dark times in the world right now. I would like to bring attention in this fandom to our lovely, lovely, lovely artist Viria, who is in Ukraine and is from Ukraine. She's there with her husband in a safe village right now, which is great, but I still worry about her because I care a lot about her. And I know she doesn't do art for this fandom anymore, but she played such a big role in like building the images that we've come to associate with this fandom. Rick commissioned her to do character portraits for his official website. Like, she's just been such a big part of this fandom. And so I just, if you didn't know, Viria is in Ukraine. And as last I saw an update, she has no plans on leaving because she believes in her country. And I think that's amazing. But I still, of course, worry about her safety because I don't want anything to happen to her. So I'm just thinking about her a lot. And I know Rick and Becky have been thinking about her a lot because Becky actually commented on one of her posts saying how her and Rick have been thinking about her and are just, hoping that she stays safe. So I'm hoping that by us focusing on this and the future and the good things that are to come, it'll give us the strength to keep going because times are really dark right now. So I'm hoping that stuff like this will maybe like take everyone's minds off of it, even just for a few minutes. So so anyway, let's get started with the new updates, right? As in past videos, if I use artwork for anything that's not like Viria or John Rocco, I will list the artists and give them credit. And if I pronounce anyone's names wrong, I'm so sorry. Rick Riordan, I will be pronouncing correctly because that is how you say his name. Another thing with regards to this whole process I've had to go through is I'm currently filming at my college apartment. So if you hear other noises or like wondering why the scenery behind me is so different, it's because I'm in a different city. So than like where I normally am. So that's why. Hopefully you don't mind seeing BTS posters in the back though. I don't know. Pillow's still there though. So, my roommate actually got me that pillow. So fun fact. Okay, moving on. So first, we have a green light. Yay. That happened at the end of January, if I remember correctly. We've waited so long for this moment. And it's so exciting. So they have the first 4 episodes scripted and like mostly ready to go. So they're working on casting right now, like doing chemistry reads with people who might be the main trio. I know some people have asked before about like casting for other characters or like just casting in general. So I know that he put out this thing, and it's Percy Jackson open call .20thtelevision.com for casting. And I don't know if that is closed right now because they've already looked at so many audition tapes. I think there's been between 10 and 15,000 people auditioning for Annabeth, which is absolutely insane. And like, congrats to whoever's the lucky winner. But that's so great. And that just gives me so much hope for what is to come in this fandom because I know that there are talented young people out there. And I'm so excited for them. So good luck to all of you who are still in the process. And I'm rooting for y'all. And I believe in you. You can do it. As far as future casting goes for like older campers, side characters, other characters like Sally Jackson or Chiron, I don't know if that website will also be used for that, but just maybe keep that in mind and read through Rick's blog posts if you need more information on anything. He literally posts everything there. Like everything I'm getting is from Rick's blog posts on his website. So yeah, as always, I will link to those in the description so that you can read those for yourself. Anyway, the director we have for the first episode is James Bobbin, who directed Alice Through the Looking Glass and Doran, the Lost City of Gold. So like we're actually like working with a big time person here. Like that is actually directed like he's been around the block, okay, and obviously has worked with things that are live action and are adaptations of some sort. So that is amazing, and Rick and Becky love him. And then my friend, that PJO guy, you might have seen some of his videos or the collab that I did with him. It was really fun. We like talk about the differences between the Lightning Thief and Sea of Monsters movies from the books, and it's just like chef's kiss if you want to hear us completely tear those apart for like 30 minutes to an hour. Go check those videos out. But he actually went and watched Dora so that he could see how this guy's directing was. And like he said that the way that there are like Easter eggs and like cameos and mentions of things with regards to like the original cartoon that we all grew up with, like it's great. It's great. It's amazing. And so I trust him and I trust Rick and Becky. So I trust James, and I'm so excited to see it. And I did see Alice Through the Looking Glass, and I did really like that movie. So that's also really exciting. Okay, so the next person that I want to talk about is for the writers' room. If you are familiar with the Lightning Thief musical, you might have heard of this name, Joe Trax. He worked on the Lightning Thief musical, and now he's part of the writers' room for the TV show. Again, shout out to that PJO guy. He loves the musical. And like, I know that the musical was a big hit with fans, and Rick and Becky loved it. So I'm really, really happy that we have someone that we've already trusted and has already proved themselves, and they're working on writing the scripts and helping like build this world onto the screen. So that's just super exciting. Okay, next person. We're just gonna like go down the line of important people, but I'm not including everyone because there's just like I wish my old file had saved, but it did not. If you want to read about like everyone that Rick has ever mentioned with regards to working on this project, just go read his blog posts. Like literally anything is there. So yeah, okay, moving on. The production designer is Dan Henna. He worked on The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings movies. So y'all were in such good hands, such good hands. Like oh my God, that's amazing. That's so amazing that like we have people like this working on this TV show. Like that's, oh my God, so amazing. They're people who obviously like know what they're doing, and like obviously Rick wouldn't want people on the team that don't know what they're doing. But like, have you seen the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit movies? They're so good. Like just the production of it all, the set design, the characters, the costumes, the scripts, everything is so great. And the fact that we have the production designer from those movies working on this, like it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So I'm just super happy about that. With regards to the Red Pyramid, they are still working on the script as of right now that I know of. And the reason that is still taking a long time, even though it basically started around the same time that the TV show adaptations for Percy Jackson kind of started, is because it's a movie. It's not a TV show. So it's not like, first episode of first season. No, it's like full feature-length film for Netflix. Like that's completely different. So it's just taking longer, but same process as what we've been going through with the Percy Jackson TV show. So I'm not worried about it. So I don't think anyone else should worry about it either. The first 4 scripts for The Lightning Thief are pretty much done. I know they're working on the 5th script and they're almost done with that one. I have no idea how many episodes they plan on making it. If Rick has mentioned that, I don't remember where or when or how many. So just kind of bear with me on that. Okay. Okay. Great. With regards to the scripts and what they contain, Rick has said that they are adding a lot of interesting nuances, depth, Easter eggs, and backstory that will keep the story fresh and fun, even if you know the books inside and out. That's for people like me. Yeah, I've been in this fandom 8 years. Like, I just feel like I know everything pretty well. But when you add new stuff, like extra scenes of other characters that we didn't get, like extra perspectives, extra little things in the plot that will build it. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so great. So that's something amazing to look forward to. Okay, also though, with regards to casting, I have had some people asking about other roles for people in other series that aren't Percy Jackson the Olympians or the Kane Chronicles. And by that, I mean like Hazel or Raina or like, people not here yet in any way, shape, or form. And my I'm just going to let Rick do the talking in this paragraph that he put in one of his blog posts. So here it goes. Oh, and one other thought. If you're wondering about characters like Leo or Jason or Hazel or whoever, dude, that is 6 books away, meaning 6 years of production away at the minimum. If we even get to adapt a Heroes of Olympus spinoff, which would be fantastic, but which we haven't even discussed yet. You don't even meet Nico until season 3 of PJO. Olympus and Disney willing, we will get to produce the entire 5-book PGO series as 5 seasons and then have those types of discussions. But that depends on how many of you tune in to watch the show, right? We'll do our best to make it a great viewing. Smiley face, because, work is great. But that goes back to what I've been saying this whole time. If we don't watch this and support it, then we're not going to keep getting it. And they're going to shut production down after 1 season because it won't be successful. So if we want to see the Heroes of Olympus someday in like 6 or 7 years, if we want to see maybe like an animated short for demigods and magicians, if Netflix and Disney are willing to do the crossover, like we have to support these projects. So at the end of the day, it all comes down to us, the fans. So what more can I say, really, other than like when this comes out, go watch it, please. Okay, in other book news with regards to Rick, Daughter of the Deep, which I have not read yet. Please, no spoilers on it. I haven't read it yet. just please, no spoilers. I do have it purchased. I just haven't read it. I have not had time. Daughter of the Deep is getting a feature film adaptation for Disney Plus. So that is amazing. And I'm super excited for that. And I just love Rick's writing so much. So I know that's going to be super successful. And I'm super excited about that. But also, that won't be out for a while because that's a movie film. And if we're seeing anything with regards to how long that takes with the Kane Chronicles movies on Netflix, it's going to take that same amount of time for Daughter of the Deep. So, just be patient, guys. I also know some of the other Rick Riordan Presents books have had like movie or TV show deals with Disney or other companies, but I don't remember which ones. I was trying to find a list of which ones that are currently being processed through what we've been going through, but I could not find it anywhere. And I know there are a few. So like I think Arusha, don't quote me on that though. But like that's amazing that these other authors who have been working with Rick and Disney Hyperion, they get their own chance to have their stories and their worlds adapted, just like we're currently having them adapted. That's so exciting. I'm so excited for them. In other Riordanverse news, the Solangelo book is being written and edited, and I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Rick's latest update, he said that he still has like 240 pages to go to edit. And I'm like, that's half of the Blood of Olympus. Like, oh my God, that's like so amazing. Okay. Thank you, Mark. If you don't know who Mark Oshiro is, they are the ones currently co-writing this book with Rick, and I'm super excited. You should go follow Mark on social media because like they're like sometimes posting little tidbits about like, oh, I made the manuscript really long, and Rick is gonna kind of hate me for it, but I put everything in it that I've ever wanted to see with Solangelo, so and I'm like, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for doing this fandom's work. Thank you for doing the gods' work because I'm so excited for this Solangelo book. Hopefully we will get the title for it soon. But if you have not read Tower of Nero, spoiler alert coming soon. I'll put a timestamp, so just skip ahead. As we all know, for those of you who stayed and are listening to this and have read the Tower of Nero, it's about their journey through Tartarus and finding Bob and saving him. So I'm just like super excited to see them go through that process because it's going to be painful, but also beautiful. And I'm fangirling, like I almost started crying when I was reading up on it. I was just like, wow, this is really happening. I'm super excited for it. So yeah, okay. I'm I'm going to stop talking about it because it's not being adapted. But you know what? It's Riordan versus News, so I had to include it. I love Solangelo so much. They're my favorite couple. Okay, moving on. Okay, everyone. In the meantime, if you want something to look forward to in the future, filming for the first season is set to begin in Vancouver on June 1st. So fingers crossed, everything goes well and we don't have to worry about like something happening with the cast or with Rick or like with the production and everything goes smoothly. Like I'm just really hoping that this finally works out and I really think it will. So please just help support Rick, help support the fandom, and when these productions come out, please just give them the best support that you could possibly give them. If there's merch released, buy the merch. If you have a Disney Plus, like, you know, watch it legally the right way so they can actually get views. I know some of y'all, but do it right this time. But the time that this series actually comes out, I know that they should be expanding Disney Plus to other countries if they have not already. So hopefully by then, and again, this is probably won't come out for like another year because they still have to film and then like edit and post production and all this stuff. So yeah, until then, look forward to June 1st and casting announcement from Rick. And let's all make a manifesting circle that peace will be brought to the world and people will be able to enjoy themselves and someday enjoy these adaptations because love and kindness make the world go round. I think Rick has taught us that. So as always, stay safe, stay healthy, and be kind to each other because the world needs it. And I know that this fandom can provide it. So keep going, demigods. Okay, until next time, which hopefully I won't have to film this 3 times. So yeah. Bye, everyone.